Scrappy peeps, and welcome to part 2 of my Q&A series, which is very belated from last year. So if you haven't checked out the first part, head back and watch that. I'll always put the link down in the description box below. And if you have any other questions that you'd like me to answer, please wait until the last video in this series. I'll put what part this is so you know how many more there are to go. And then you can ask questions away, and I'll do another little Q&A series if I've missed out anything. So last week we just talked a little bit about general scrapbooking, how I started, and now we're going to keep going with some, go away fly, we're going to keep going with some more general scrapbooking questions. So I'm going to put the names and the questions down here so you can read them. I'm just going to summarize them to try and keep these short and not go on too many tangents. Maybe. We'll see. The wedding albums. The wedding albums. Did I have a plan when I started the wedding albums? Not particularly. All I knew is that I wanted to combine pocket pages with layouts because there were some things that I really wanted to print all the photos of, but they, like the Scrabble game, but I didn't need 6 layouts of the Scrabble game. So I think that's a good tip if you're trying to scrap a wedding and you've got too many photos, or any event really. Pocket pages can really help. You can just fill up a whole plastic page protector with extra photos. You don't even have to embellish it, really. You don't have to. And it can keep those memories without having to feel like you have to do a layout for every single photo. So I have 6 wedding albums. Did I set out with the idea of 6? No. I was hoping for 2, maybe 3, but hoping for 2. And it's just grown. I've got about 12 or so, 12 to 15 I think pages to go, and once I am finished I will do a flip through. The first album's definitely done. I think it's the second one where most of the layouts are to be done, and I keep getting stuck on it, so that's why I haven't done flip throughs, because if it was the last album then I could do all the flip throughs except for the last one, but it's the second one, so I have to get in and I have to do it, especially before this guy arrives, which he's already arrived when you're watching this, but I'm filming videos in advance before baby Toomey arrives, and I've only got 3 weeks when I'm recording this, 3 weeks to go. So I'm hoping to get a little bit ahead, but yes, I have to, that might be my goal for the next 2 weeks, wedding albums. Next question, let's see. How many full albums do you have, and how do you store all of them? So I currently have, let's see if I can do this without wobbling you too much. Oh, can I do this? Why isn't this working? Up there. So I currently have all of those albums are full, which is a worry. So I have, I'd say, close 20 albums maybe, and I've only been scrapbooking for a couple of years. Yay for over scrapbooking. I really don't mind. A lot of people say, aren't you worried about storage and blah blah blah. I do scrapbooking for the process, so I know that baby Toombs isn't going to want 20, 40, 60 of his mother's scrapbooks, but I'm okay with that. It's just, I do them for me, I do them for you guys to share on YouTube, and I'm okay with one day not culling them, but packing them up and putting them in storage in the garage. We have so much in the garage that a couple of extra boxes of albums aren't going to hurt anyone. So yes, so I have a lot of albums and they're just up the top there, but I'm running low on space, so I think I'm going to have to sort this guy out. I need to do an updated craft room tour as well, because I've changed things around, and I'm going to have to baby proof. That's not going to be fun. If you have baby proofing scrapbook tips, hit me up in the comments section, because I'm going to need it. But I think I'm going to rearrange this a little bit so I can put some albums up the top here as well. So yes, so I have a lot. I probably have about 20 albums. Last year's Project Life was 7. I know, but they're 9 by 12. Okay, so here's my excuses. They're 9 by 12, so you don't get as much space. You miss out on 3 inches. And it's Project Life plus all of my layouts. So any scrapbooking I did last year, I didn't do a December daily. It's all in the one albums. Multiple albums. So yes, so there's a few albums from last year, but whoopsies, that's okay. Can you do a flip through of a completed Project Life album? I do already have some. So in the last video I talked about how my first Project Life albums from 2013, the flip throughs are already up on my channel. I did those last year before, maybe last year, one of the years. And I've also got a flip through of my 2016 January Project Life already on my channel. So if you search for that, you'll find it. Are you doing 12 by 12 layouts? No, not really. But what I've told myself is, because I want to do some more online classes, because the feedback that I got for Get Kitted, which was my first one, was just amazing. There might even be another class out by the time you watch this, maybe. We'll see. But the feedback I got was amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that if I do future scrapbooking classes, that I always include 12 by 12 layouts as well, because I know a lot of you ladies love your 12 by 12s, and I do too. It's just easier to store the 9 by 12. Go away, fly. Sorry, there's a fly. It's summer. It's Australia. My wedding album layouts will still be 12 by 12 because that's what the album is. And I have a childhood album that I want to do that's 12 by 12. But my normal, like, Project Lifestyle I don't think I'll go back to 12 by 12. I don't think I can now. Next question. Well, this is a big long one, so I'm going to summarize it. Oh, okay, well I talked about this a little bit already, the anticlimax after you make a layout. So I know I do get that sometimes, especially if you've worked for so long on a layout, like if it's been a really fiddly one. I have a clipboard wall. I have a tutorial on my channel about how to make the clipboard wall, which is over there. And I often hang layouts on there for a little while. But I look at my Project Life albums quite frequently. I like to flip through them. Aaron likes to grab them down and have a little look at them. My idea is, if you want to see more of your layouts, sorry, I'm just chilling back here. My back hurts. Babies, they hurt backs and everything. He's kicking me at the moment, and he's kicking me in a awkward spot that's spasming my back. What was I saying? Layouts. So if you feel like you're getting that oh, I'm done now, what kind of feeling after layouts, maybe put your album like on a coffee table or somewhere where when people come over they can just flip through it, and you might find that a bit more of that gratification, that people are appreciating what you're making rather than just putting it in an album, shoving it on a shelf and that's it. So maybe try putting your albums around the house, more accessible, even just for a little while. So you might just put your most recent album out, just one album, and when that one's full, put it back and then put the next album out that you're working on. I also love to frame scrapbook layouts and give them to friends as presents, or just hang them in my own house. So you could try that. Another way, there's this idea that I want to try, and it's where you can attach a photo to a piece of wood or do a transfer and make a coaster. And I want to try it with some of my favorite scrapbook layouts. So I'm going to give that a go, and one day. But you could see if you could try and work your layouts into some household items. So you could stick them onto canvases or make mini ones and put them on the fridge as I have a tutorial on making little magnets in my 12 days of Christmas presents, which was in 2015. So if you search for 12 days of Christmas presents, Inkie Quill, you'll find it. So yeah, just little things like that. The glare is happening today. The glare is very bright today. The weather doesn't know what it's doing. It's flies in my face. Just not having luck. Oh, we've talked for a long time. I've talked for a long time. I've gone on tangents. So we're going to stop it here and stay tuned for the next Inkie Quill Q&A video. I'm going to go attack this fly that won't stop buzzing around me. It's driving me mental. And I'll be back with the next video. Thanks for watching, guys, and please give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying some Q&As. Bye! Oh, flyaways, why you be so flying away? Where even is that one? There it is. Okay. Alrighty. See how far we get before the bunnies choose something. I'm going a few minutes, if that.